guys here too long, but I just wanted to give my honest assessment on, tweets that's being put out by Ryan Garcia. So Ryan Garcia seems to be putting out a few subliminals, basically saying, that it's tough and is, wearing on him trying to, cut weight, make weight for the upcoming fight, which is going to take place April the 22nd in Las Vegas, Nevada at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. No, excuse me, my bad. At the T-Mobile Arena. The T-Mobile Arena is single-handedly the reason why I don't like covering fights at that particular venue. I just don't like the T-Mobile Arena. It's just like a horrible venue just for viewing. The higher you go up, the worse the view is. It's a real sunk in, compact arena. Just don't like it. Just don't care for it. The view there is just not really that good, you know. So I think I've covered maybe two fights at the T-Mobile Arena, maybe two or three, but just don't like that venue. I prefer the MGM Grand, especially when you're doing media. It's a lot easier to get footage at the MGM Grand Garden Arena versus the T-Mobile Arena. So, with that being said, let's talk about Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia has been, sending a lot of subliminal tweets. Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. I'll get to that in a minute too. He just been talking about that it's tough cutting weight. So basically, he's sending a subliminal. So basically, he's saying that if he gets stretched, he's basically gonna say, "Hey, you know what, man? It was just tough to make the weight, and I ran out of gas, and I got caught with a good shot, and that's probably gonna be it." So he putting in was gonna look as a built-in excuse. Now his fans are gonna buy into it. They're gonna say Tank weight drained him, he weight bullied him, and all that kind of stuff. Now, me myself, I've expressed this on several videos. I do not care for catch weight fights. I just don't. I don't care for catch weight fights at all. I don't care for none of the stipulations that's put in catch weight fights. But at the end of the day, unfortunately, those dudes sign a contract, and it is what it is. Whether it's fair or whether it's, hey, you signed a contract, that's always a conversation within itself. Is it an excuse? Is it a finesse? That's something that you could talk about. You know, you could go back and forth on a regular basis with. But me myself, I don't think it matters what weight Ryan Garcia rehydrated to. I just think he was just gonna get stretched regardless. That's just my personal opinion because of him not being able to be punch resistant is just because he just make a lot of mistakes. Ryan Garcia still haven't fixed that problem. He still, leaves his chin out in exchanges. And like I said, somebody, with good timing and good boxing IQ is going to see that and they're going to catch him. I think Tank is going to catch him. No matter what you think of Tank, whether you think he isn't articulate enough or he doesn't speak enough, Tank does have great ring intelligence. His IQ is pretty good. And like I said, he has good ring intelligence, IQ, and good instincts. So I just think that he's going to catch Ryan. I think he's going to brutally knock Ryan Garcia out. But Ryan Garcia, his fans will buy into it. When it happens, I'm going with Tank now. If Ryan Garcia pulls it off and, gets the upset, he gets his credit because he went through some obstacles to win this fight. But if he gets stretched, he gets stretched. But what's going to happen is if Tank wins, you're going to hear people saying, and particularly it's going to be Hispanics and particularly it's going to be Mexicans that's going to try to troll a lot of these black channels saying, oh, come on. Oh, Ryan Garcia got weight drained and Tank, Tank weight drained him. He weight bullied him. It's going to be every excuse in the book because the wrong guy who actually is the favorite who should win is going to win. this fight is going to be okay in most people's eyes as long as Tank doesn't win the fight because they're already going to have built in excuses. So I'm just telling you to be prepared for it because it's going to happen. I'm just telling y'all that right now. As far as the overall fight go, those tickets are extremely expensive. Extremely. Right now, a nosebleed seat is going for 600. Now, people were saying, "Hey, whatever outlets where you can get a ticket for around 150." Well, I couldn't find them, so I looked. I tried. Will I be there in person? Probably not. It's highly unlikely that I'm going to be there in person. I'm just keeping it a buck. You paid 1,300. Well, I mean, if you bought directly from T-Mobile, you could get one for around six. Yeah, them ticket prices are really out there. They're really out there. So they, but here's the thing though. I'm gonna give you a little game. The fight is sold out. The fight the fight is sold out. What's going on? What's going on? All the tickets have been consumed. If you buying a ticket now, you're buy what a lot of these dudes do is they buy the cheap tickets and then they resell them through ticket venue. Some of them sell them directly right back through the T-Mobile arena. So the fight is gonna be sold out, or the fight is sold out. So basically, now if you want a ticket, you basically buying from a reseller. But yeah, those ticket prices, what the resellers are asking for is outlandish. Now, your best option, if you just want to bank on it, I've seen this happen before with certain fights. Your best option is to wait. If you gonna go, is to wait the week of the fight, or even up to like possibly, maybe the eve of the fight, the weigh in, and tickets may go back down to like the threes or the fours or whatever, and then make a move. Because if these resellers don't move all the tickets, then they lower the prices. Because then they want to get rid of those tickets. Because if they don't sell all those tickets, they taking an L on them depending on how many they bought. So I might would wait. If you plan on going, I would wait till probably fight week. Because like I said, if those resellers haven't moved all the tickets, they're gonna be desperate to get rid of them because they don't want to be sitting on no fight tickets. They don't want to have like, okay, well, I bought 10 tickets and I only did sold like five of them. So I wanna I don't want to have like the remaining four left. So if I've already made profit off the first six and I got four left, well, I'll sell these other four at a discount. So I will drop the price from six, seven, whatever to maybe four, then maybe three, and then back down. So if you plan on being there in person, you might want to wait. Now, if you want to go, if you want to go, get them now. If you want to secure, get them now. Oh, what's up? World Combat Sports in the building. So I highly recommend that if that's what you want to do. I was gonna go there. I was gonna go to the fight, but some stuff happened behind the scenes. Uh, some stuff happened behind the scenes. I ain't feeling it. Some stuff happened. I'm gonna talk about that later on. Um, all I'm gonna say is the people, the people that's just running the show, man, they just really out there with it. But I'm gonna address that later on. You know, nah, Ryan's not gonna he's not gonna pull out of the fight. Ryan's not gonna pull out of the fight. Ryan would look like a complete coward if he pulled out of the fight. He's not gonna pull out of the fight, but what he's gonna do, if and when he gets stretched, he's gonna say, "Hey, I was weight drained, Tank weight drained me. We don't have to retalk or renegotiate going into the second fight." So That's what's gonna happen. Ryan's not gonna pull out of the fight. He's not. He's not gonna happen. He's not. He's not gonna pull out of the fight. Do not believe for a second. So, me myself, I'm gonna just go to the bar and watch the fight. I'm gonna go to the bar. Get out there, get out in them streets. It's a bar that I go to. I could watch it at home, but I'm gonna go to a bar and watch it because I want to see people's live reaction when Tank stretches Ryan Garcia. But I was supposed to be there in attendance, but some stuff happened. But I'm gonna talk about that later on. Oh, what's up, CB? But yeah, Ryan Garcia is not gonna pull out of the fight. He's gonna go through with it. I'm just telling you, when he gets stretched, he gonna say, I promise you, he gonna say, well, I ran out of gas from the weight. From the weight, I had trouble making weight for this fight. That's why he putting out all them subliminals about, oh, it's tough to make weight for a fight. It's tough. It's tough. Remember, they fighting at a catch weight of like 136 or something. Ryan wanted to fight at 140. Now, before I go, let me address this situation with team, with team Davis talking about that they gonna starve Devin Haney out. Now that, if I'm not mistaken, Calvin Ford said that. I didn't hear that come from Tank's mouth. So sometimes we got to be careful, like going in on people, because that came out of his mouth. You didn't hear Tank say that. At the end of the day, from my knowledge, Calvin Ford is just the trainer. I don't think he has no managerial duties towards Tank, so he can't really say or authorize who Tank fights. So I kind of would not pay that no mind, but he shouldn't say that, because now what is looking like that Tank is gonna go on the I only want to fight Hispanics or non-black you know what I'm saying, tour. And Tank, I hope he don't do that. Now they talking about that one of those sanctioned bodies saying that they're going to order Tank and Devin Haney to fight, and that depends on what happens. And that depends on what happens with Devin and Lomachenko. So the winner of Devin Haney and Lomachenko would get Tank later on this year. But I didn't like the idea of saying that they're gonna starve Devin Haney out, because that sounds real weak. Because at the end of the day, black fighters need to fight black fighters. So I'm just gonna say that. And I say that without no shame, no guilt. So I'm just keeping it a buck. I represent this Oakland every day, all day. So I don't even like the idea of them saying something like that. Calvin Ford shouldn't be saying nothing like that. And if they try to pull this no blacks allowed, if they try to play, boxing Jim Crow with black fighters, I'm going to have to call Team Tank out. I like Tank. I've talked to Tank a couple of times. I talked to him on camera, off camera. So Tank is cool. There's just certain people that he don't trust. And I understand that. But I didn't like them saying that. Because nobody don't want to see you going on the, you know what I'm saying? Nobody don't want to see you going on a Chipotle tour where you basically just fighting Mexicans and other non-blacks. Because we are going to hold Team Davis accountable for that. Shouldn't say stuff like that publicly, because I think that's what kind of turned people off to Floyd, because Floyd was hesitant to get in the ring with a lot of black fighters. And a lot of people was like, well, damn, Floyd, you giving these Mexicans paydays and these non-blacks, What's up with the brothers getting a payday? Now I know Timothy Bradley recently spoke on that he was allegedly offered 8 million to fight Floyd and it didn't come through. So, basically he said he wanted like the money wired up front, and he said he wouldn't re-sign with Top Rank. He said, they didn't want to send him some money up front. But yeah, I don't want to see that with Tank, because at the end of the day, I think Tank has a exceptionally good chance of beating anybody out there. That's just real talk. But to say that you're gonna starve fighters out, all this stuff about well, you don't sell tickets and all this kind of stuff. You don't sell tickets, but you the dude that sell tickets. Devin Haney will take the fight because he'll fight anybody. He about proving his greatness. He about legacy. So he'll take what offer. He'll take what offer as long as it's a decent offer from Tank to fight him. If it means him taking less money, even though he the champ, he'll do it. Tank, less. Make no mistake. Tank is a popular fighter, but he's not the best pound for pound fighter. And that title belongs to Terrence Crawford until further notice. And that's just real talk. But anyway, be back with more. Thanks for tapping in.